So, guys, do you think Triple H and Kevin Nash can follow what CM Punk and Drew McIntyre did last night? I don't know. That's going to be a tall order here for 2/5 of the click. What's going on, guys? I've missed this. Holy shit. We were gone for the past 2 Sundays because I had work obligations, and we have not been here for a classic watch-along since the middle of September. I actually had this watch-along, Bad Blood 2003, scheduled for 2 weeks ago. Found out last minute I was needed at work, and then I also had an engagement last Sunday. So it was 2 Sundays in a row that we missed. Very happy to be back tonight to knock out this Bad Blood. During the month, the rest of October, we'll probably do whatever Halloween Havocs are left and maybe a No Mercy as we head into the end of the month. But since this one was already kind of advertised and I had to pull it, I wanted to make good on it and do Bad Blood 2003 tonight. All I know is I'm ready for a little redneck triathlon. There's nothing better on a beautiful, gorgeous Sunday afternoon with the windows open and football on than a little redneck triathlon. So I'm really looking forward to that. And I have not seen this show, I think, since it came out. So super interested to take a look at Bad Blood 2003 for the first time, probably in 21 years. I can never remember a time that I have gone back and watched this show. Maybe the Hell in the Cell, maybe Goldberg and Jericho, but maybe. So I don't really have a whole lot of memories of this. Tito, watch yourself, bro. And looking forward to watching this one tonight. Now, Bad Blood 2003 and 2004 was taken off of Peacock that a couple of you let me know about. So I was going to do something else today, and then they miraculously returned to Peacock. So maybe WWE did some network edits and they had to pull them, or maybe they wanted those Hell in the Cells pulled leading up to this. I don't know what the hell they were even doing, but this isn't even an October pay-per-view. Bad Blood 2003 took place in June, but it does have a Hell in the Cell, and it's called Bad Blood. Bad Blood was last night. You know, I bent the rules a little bit and figured we would do a summertime pay-per-view tonight, and we actually, a few months ago, watched the pay-per-view that took place before this, Judgment Day 2003, a show that I was at and experienced live. So we're going to take a look at Bad Blood 2003. It is back now on Peacock. It did take me a little while to find it, so if you're having trouble finding it on Peacock, just search Bad Blood. It'll come up. You want Season 1, Episode 1, runtime, according to Peacock. It's a short one, 2 hours, 31 minutes, and 20 seconds, so about 15 minutes shorter than most standard WWE pay-per-views at this time. So once you guys get set up and get your Peacocks queued up, we will hit play together in just a couple of minutes. Once I do that, the timer right below me will begin to run. Sync your Peacock up with my timer, and I will double check. I should have disabled ads for this video. Let me just make sure I have done that. So this is ad-free. And yeah, monetization is off for this one, so we're good there. And that is kind of the rules. Let me just do a quick couple of hellos and shout-outs, and then we'll get going here on Bad Blood 03. What's up, Tatanani and Zane G? What's good, man? Mike Rouse is in the house. Foxstar Killer, 21-month member. Appreciate it, man. Hello, all. About to go on a 3-day weekend after today. Nice. Already finished the 1999 portion of my Monday Night Wars viewing project and taking a break before I get into 2000. That's a good idea. Take a nice deep breath because 99 was kind of ass. 2000 is all kinds of fun, at least on WWE's side. You're not going to have a whole lot of fun watching Nitro, but Raw is off the chain in the year 2000. You're going to love it. Good to see Angie, happy you're here, girl. Welcome, VHS Nostalgia. We are pro wrestling. Welcome back. Rodrigo is here. Zach Palgett, Gilbert Arbalo. We got Barry MK. Let's hope NBC doesn't find out about this stream. They'll remove the show again. Yeah, they better not. At least not for the next 2 hours and 31 minutes. They better not remove it. Good to see Ben Espinoza in here. David Brown in the house. Ruben Anthony, Ian Dunn, and George Morris has $5 for us. Hey, Greg, how are you doing? How is Tito? My cat Strudel had blood work done Thursday. Get results this week. Had a sonic ear canal from infection. Yikes. All the best to Strudel, man, and always good to see you in here, George. Appreciate the $5. And Tito is great. He's currently under my desk. He might move to behind us there on the table as we go through, because sometimes he likes to watch Hell in the Cell matches. So Tito might join us for the main event. Ray Frand, always happy to see you. Victor Colon in the house. Daniel Barry Sports. We got Clone Force. Big J. Some of you I've gotten already. Brian Watts. Good to see you. Brandon McNeil in the house. Daniel Malcolm, right on. You guys might still be saying hello, but we got to get this pay-per-view started. By the way, cheers to you, and thank you to everyone who joined us yesterday for our Bad Blood 2024 watch party. That was fun, that Hell in the Cell match. props to Drew McIntyre and CM Punk for restoring the true form of Hell in the Cell. I mean, they brought it. One of the best ever. Maybe not the best ever, but one of the best. It's up there, and spilled a lot of blood. Drew staples in his forehead. Great stuff. Pay-per-view was super fun last night. Got a mic drop up, a good mic work clip, and a YouTube short, all dropped early this morning if you want to hear some follow-up comments on that. But we'll be here tomorrow night to watch Raw together, a big fat 2-hour Raw tomorrow night on the USA Network, Sami Zayn and Gunther. And do you guys think that Goldberg could show up tomorrow on Raw, cost Gunther the championship, and then it's Sami and Cody at Crown Jewel? And then Kevin Owens comes and helps Sami Zayn win, and Sami Zayn wins the Crown Jewel championship? And then Gunther wins, faces Brock Lesnar at Crown Jewel and beats him, or I'm sorry, faces Goldberg at Crown Jewel and beats him, and then wins the title back from Sami and takes it into WrestleMania? Just a thought. Just a thought. Padres up 1-0. Oh, thank you for that. I need updates on the Padre game. I know it's Cowboys and Steelers. I think I've got the game on here, but I forgot about the Padres. What's the series in that? Are we up 1? What is the series? I don't even know. I live in the city, and I don't know what the fuck's going on. Sorry. I've been not been up to date, and I know there's a ton of sports on, baseball, football. So if you're here watching this pay-per-view, I appreciate it. 2 more quick supers, and then we're hitting play. Juliet, thank you for the $5. Unfortunately, AJ's injury is legit and not a work. I thought it was a work, especially when they showed footage of him in the training room later on. I'm like, that's totally storyline, but that sucks. Interesting heel turn done on social media with KO, and the Commanders are 4-1, right on. Yeah, I liked KO attacking Cody last night. That was very cool. Clone Force 99's got $5 for us. KO turned heel by attacking Cody. Yes, I saw that. It was on X, and Rock is behind of New Bloodline, and Solo told a fan that's part of a fan-to-fan yes. Yeah, I mean, Rock's definitely into something. He did that little 1, 2, 3. Is he kind of hinting at a triple threat at WrestleMania between himself, Roman Reigns, and Cody? I don't know. Lots to talk about, and we're going to be talking about it here on the channel this week. But why don't we watch Bad Blood 2003 right now? Y'all feel good about that? Get your fingers on the play buttons. We're going to do a countdown from 3, 3, 2, 1, play, and that's how we're going to do it here today. Let me just kind of adjust my mic a little bit, make sure we're good. All right, we're good. Okay, I am queued up. I'm a little rusty. I haven't done this in over 2 weeks, so it's been a while since I've done the 3, 2, 1 play with my double mouse fingers, but I think I can do it. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, play. Yes. Perfecto means perfect in Spanish. Was the original match supposed to be Goldberg and Triple H? Because that's who is on the pay-per-view poster. And the DVD poster had Kevin Nash. I could not find a good, clear render of it, so I was really struggling for the overlay today. So I just used the Goldberg and Triple H one and superimposed the logo on top. But I could not find anything really crisp or clear for this pay-per-view. And the pay-per-view poster featuring Kevin Nash, couldn't find any good ones. So this is the only, kind of clear HD version of the image that I could find. It's like that Vengeance in 2001. Triple H was on the cover for that when he was still injured. He didn't make the show. Didn't return until the Royal Rumble, or right before. Oh, that's right. Mick Foley's the ref for Nash and Triple H. I think this match isn't considered bad. I think a lot of fans like the Nash and Triple H Hell in the Cell match. I don't remember much about it. So Triple H is in back-to-back Hell in the Cell matches and back-to-back Bad Bloods, right? Following year, he'd work Shawn. Bad Blood. Didn't they do the first Bad Blood with 2 D's in bad? Bad Blood? Austin and Bischoff present. I did not like the Stone Cold co-GM stuff. Was never for me. I just wanted Austin in the ring. That's all I cared about. Houston is the setting for this. Cool. Saw a La Resistance sign. They must be on the card tonight. I did look at the card 3 weeks ago when I originally scheduled this, but I kind of forgot what's on it, other than Goldberg, Jericho, Hell in a Cell, and Redneck Triathlon. And here come the Dudleys, welcoming us to Bad Blood. Angie, Chiefs play tomorrow. Yeah, Chiefs are kind of in my family too. My sister and brother-in-law are big Chiefs fans. They, that might be the game. They're going to a game. They might have already gone. It's early. It might be the one tomorrow night. I'm not sure. They're going to some game here soon. Can't remember when, though. That's right. Shawn vs. Flair. We are pro wrestling. I forgot about that. Look at Chris Nowinski telling Devon he's a victim of racial oppression. Why is your white brother always telling you what to do? Is that what they're doing here? Yeah, why is it your job to get the table, Devon? Chris Nowinski coming out at Teddy Long's music is hilarious. Harvard sucks. He was such a, like, I like Chris Nowinski now. I think he's done a lot of good things for CTE research and stuff. But man, when he was on that first Tough Enough, he was just a prick. He was extremely unlikable. And Josh Matthews was likable on that show, and then he grew into an unlikable person. Oh, I wasn't aware of, oh, maybe you're talking about Chris Nowinski. Nowinski and Maven? Yeah, I can see that. I did watch the first season. I don't remember anything about it, though. It's the only Tough Enough I ever watched. I was kind of into it. Like, not even into it, but somewhat interested in it. And I watched most of it, but I never watched another one. Did not care. I just didn't really like reality shows at all. I've never watched Survivor or Big Brother or none of that shit. Just, I mean, even Real World, I watched like 2 seasons of. I watched until Pedro died, and that was it. Done. Never saw The Miz on Real World. I was very, very anti-reality show. Because I thought they were all dumb. I didn't like this version of the Dudleys when Bubba's wearing this getup. I like the camouflage and glasses Dudleys. Rodney Mack and Jazz, I believe, are still married, right? Is that what's going on? I mean, Rodney Mack felt like he had such a quick... He was just like kind of in and out. I mean, I vaguely remember him. How long was he in WWE? 1 to 3 years? Max? Maven from Virginia, I can see that. He's definitely got a little bit of a southern drawl on his accent there. So he's from somewhere over there. Why can't I think of that? Who's that guy? Not Russell Westbrook. Who's the the old quarterback for Seattle Seahawks. Was that him? Does he play for like Dallas or Pittsburgh now? Not Russell Westbrook. Who am I thinking of? Not Russell Westbrook. Russell something. Uwas Pingucci. John deserves no boners. He never got that bum. I totally agree. Totally. Don't know what it means, but I agree. John deserves no boners. Hey, John, if you want any boners, you've come to the wrong place. Russell Wilson, thank you. Like, why can't I remember this fucker's name? So he plays for Pittsburgh or something? I swear that was him. I just saw his face. I kind of forgot about him. Who's the quarterback in Seattle these days? What's going on with them? I retired from fantasy football with the intent of paying a little more attention to the regular season, but I haven't. Didn't even turn on a game today. I suck. I used to be obsessed with NFL football, and now I'm just like, eh. Come on, Devon. I'm rooting for Rodney Mack and Chris Nowinski here. Let's give us a upset. I wonder if I'm assuming that's a legit broken nose on Nowinski. I wonder if that was the concussion, because a lot of times you break your nose, you'll get a concussion too. I wonder if that's the concussion that did him in? I don't know. I'm not sure Nowinski's timeline. We Are Pro Wrestling, you probably know. How much longer is Nowinski around for? Geno Smith is Seahawks quarterback. Geno Smith from West Virginia? That Geno Smith? How's he been doing? How long has he been in the league now? Feels like that was over 10 years ago or more. That West Virginia run they had. The Mountaineers. They used to come down and play ECU when I lived there a lot. But I feel like Geno Smith is the West Virginia fella. I mean, the fact that they planted the seed of why Devon has to get the table makes me hope that Mack and Nowinski will pull off the upset here. Devon. Oh, he's got the mask off. Boom, missed. Ooh. Yeah, okay, thanks, Gilbert. Yeah, it feels like Geno Smith. That was a long time ago. I was still paying attention back then. That's why I knew who his name was. Got the was up onto Rodney Mack's little nuggets. Does this shirt really say blood is thicker than wood? It's not. I can prove it. Give me some blood and wood. I'll show you which one's thicker. So is Devon hesitating to get the table? Devon, do you not know what your job is? That would be a question for Triple H at the next media scrum. Triple H, why did Devon always have to go get the table? Well, I don't know. The Dudleys, they don't really see color. And we get Nowinski's music played. Yay. The brilliance of the Harvard graduate. Way to go, Nowinski. Well, Devon, you're the one that hesitated. That's master manipulation from a very young rookie heel in Chris Nowitzki, getting these guys getting inside their head about the table thing. Ended up contributing to their victory. Smart man. It's almost like he went to Harvard or something. Hey, your screen's glitching. Is the triathlon next already? Nice. Here, I thought this would be the main event. I thought the Redneck Triathlon would be after Nash and Triple H. They'd raise the cell and set the ring up for the triathlon, but guess not. Oh my God, this wheel. The Magic Plumeberry. Thank you for the $2. How come you've been so critical of Bad Blood 01? Because there wasn't a Bad Blood 01. I don't believe one exists. Let's do 2001. Royal Rumble, No Way Out, WrestleMania. Did they do a Backlash? Yeah, Backlash. Judgment Day. In 2001, right? And then King of the Ring. And then Vengeance or something? What comes in July of 2001? No, Invasion. Then SummerSlam. Then Unforgiven. Then No Mercy. Then Survivor Series. Then Vengeance. There was no Bad Blood.
Amazing. Okay. So if after the fighting,
Oh, it's a burping contest.
if another event is needed, we'll spin the wheel again, bring Bad Blood.
Chili cook-off. I'm trying to read some chili cook-off. They got a chainsaw so you can, like, lop off a tree trunk quicker. That's great.
Well, you can be excited about the burping contest, but I can't wait for the pie eating contest. Well, our colleague Terry is standing by with more of this situation.
It is now time for the first event in the first ever Redneck Triathlon, the burping contest.
The burping contest.
Competitor, our general manager of Raw, Mr. Eric Bischoff, and our second competitor,
Ew.
general manager of Raw, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
I don't want a ham sandwich burped into my face. No.
I'll spin the wheel to you guys, so you know you're very
I'd rather be fired.
Each of you will get 3 burps,
Each of Terry explaining the rules. Each of you will get 3 burps.
and the longest burp.
Austin's doing.
Okay.
This is gonna be gimmicked. Are they gonna dub
Are you ready, Mr. Austin?
burp sound effects over this, or what's gonna happen? Come on, Bischoff, what are you doing? That sucked.
Mr. Austin, your turn.
This is bullshit.
Back to you, Mr. Bishop.
Padres up 3-0. Toss me another one. Another bear. Oh my God, Bischoff. Terry goes, oh God. Each of you will get 3. Is she 2 burps or 3 burps? That was so funny.
Bear with me, preparation.
Preparation.
That granny had the sour belches. Oh,
Maybe I can participate here.
excuse me.
Okay, Mr. Bishop, I believe you have one more try.
That was a little wet weather.
Ew. God damn. This can make me barf, y'all.
For your last attempt.
Sick.
I like barf-free watch-alongs.
I can beat that burp. It's your last shot. Make the most of it.
Make the most of it. Oh, he's not doing a Karate Kid thing, is he? I guess this was a pre-tape.
And you call me sick? Well, I gotta give you credit on that.
Uh,
No, one more time.
fans, including myself, paid money to watch this. I paid $39.95 to watch this. To watch a burping contest. The only good thing about this burping contest is Terry Runnels. This is fucking awful. What are we watching? Oh my god, it's like a animal. Terry is like, that's some good burping.
We can proclaim you the winner of the burping contest. The winner of the burping contest.
All right, Austin won the... They'll have more events later, I guess?
Honored and esteemed.
What a time, 2003.
Congratulations. See a doctor.
Ew. In a lot of ways, smelling a burp's worse than smelling a fart. I'm not a... No. I have a very weak stomach. I will barf at the simplest things. All right, test. I think this is our thumbnail. I couldn't find a good thumbnail, too, either, so that's why we just went with Stacy, the lovely Stacy Keibler. Doing lovely Stacy Keibler things. Oh, test. I always liked test. I was just... there was never a time, even when Papa Pump first got over, I never liked him. I liked Scott Steiner, I liked the Steiner brothers. Couldn't have given two shits about the big Papa Pump character. I thought it was stupid. Me and the booty daddy and my freaks and all... Idiotic. I never thought it was cool. I never had a desire to be like Scott Steiner, wear that shit on my head. Just thought it was a dumb gimmick. And athletically, he had lost so much. He had a couple of terrible matches. That Rumble match with Triple H was a dog shit. Oh, and Stacy's out last. So Stacy is on the line, I believe, in this match. This is a custody match. Custody of Stacy. I mean, realistically, I'm partial to Miss Elizabeth, but if you really want to get serious, the most perfect women's wrestling personality of just sheer physical beauty is Stacy. Hey, wait. How did I get my thumbnail done if you didn't let her do that? What? And who's the babyface here? Steiner? So were they doing the thing that Test was kind of mistreating Stacy, and then Steiner's trying to stick up for her or something? Is that the story? Not that it matters. Okay, so maybe Steiner wins, and then the thumbnail shot that I got is after the match when he lets her in the ring. That's what I'm guessing. That's what I'm guessing. I do remember at the time not having much interest in this angle. I'm like, this is dumb, you know? This is just dumb. And you would think, like in kayfabe, that Stacy would have to agree to this stipulation. Otherwise, if you're like, hey, you're going to be on the line, ownership of you is going to be on the line in this match. Even in a fake wrestling storyline, that's a little fucking nuts. If I win, I own you. Pretty sure we had a whole war. A whole internal war over owning people. I thought we already figured that one out many, many years ago.
They're remembering that horrible name. That you remember that horrible name that Tess called Stacy last Monday on Raw? I remember all right. I prefer to forget it, quite frankly. It's embarrassing.
Clooney dropped the ball with her. Yeah. But then again, he's George Clooney. But then again, I don't know how you upgrade from Stacy Keibler. Like, if you are with Stacy Keibler, there's no such thing as an upgrade. You can't upgrade from there. You can only downgrade. So George Clooney took a self-imposed demotion, I guess. Of a JJ demotion. Self-inflicted. I'm actually a big Clooney fan. I like him a lot. I like Brad Pitt, too. Stacy. It's almost unfair, isn't it? Jim Ross, stop. Jim Ross is just a unapologetic perv. He takes a different approach than Mean Gene, though. You can kind of read between the lines in JR's verbiage about what is actually going on inside of his head. And in a lot of ways, it's almost creepier than Mean Gene. Because at least Mean Gene didn't hide it. Oh, belly to belly. Ooh. Went for a belly to belly. I thought it was going to be throw. Turned into something dangerous looking. Hey, I think it's kind of funny that Triple H and Goldberg are on the cover of this, considering we saw Triple H and Goldberg in the ring together last night at Bad Blood. It's the second time they've been connected in a Bad Blood pay-per-view where they haven't wrestled. Oh, that's right, Barry. Of course they do, because why wouldn't they? Later on, Scott Steiner turns heel, teams with Test, and then they both own her. Okay, so they're co-owners of Stacy. That's nice. I'm gonna better make a whole full-length Quentin Tarantino movie, Stacy Unchained, where she exacts revenge. I like the way you die, boy. Wow. Tess doing that pump handle finisher, getting Steiner up for that, even though Steiner countered, was pretty impressive. Oh, my bad, Ruben. Did you super chat me? Oh, yeah, it's way up here. Sorry. And thank you for that 5 earlier on. Underrated Hell in the Cell match on this show. I argue it's Kevin Nash's best ever match not to feature Shawn or Brett. Yeah, I mean, I do have that memory of that match not being a stinker, so you take away the Shawn and Brett matches, there probably isn't that many great ones left. So yeah, I agree. Wow, Stacy slap Test hard. Look out, Stace. Stacy. Oh my God! Just throwing Stacy down in that outfit. Normally, the chair bouncing off the rope and smacking the guy in the face looks like shit. Steiner wins, but that time looked pretty good. Test did it well. And Stacy leaps into his arms. Wow, Papa Pump. She's grabbing her own ass. What's going? Oh, from she's. Oh, look at her. She's selling the bump. A long and successful relationship. I won you in a match. Is that your girlfriend over there? Where'd you guys meet? Oh, I won her. I'm sorry, you won her? Yeah, I won her. There's a match between me and a guy named Test. His name's Test? Here's our thumbnail. He wants to make her do it one more time. One more. I love that they end up teaming together and then they both own her. The co-owners of Stacy. Test is temper tantering. There's a CM Punk sign in the... What year is this? 03? He's still like 3 or 4 years from coming in, isn't he? Oh, the bourbon contest was rigged. It's rigged. It's rigged. It's rigged.
That's mine. And I think I'm going to win it hands down. Now, what makes you think that you are a better fighter than Stone Cold Steve Austin?
Miller Lite. That's a choice right there, Austin, drinking that. You're a rich man. You're rich enough to, I don't know, start your own beer company. And make some Stone Cold lagers or something. That's what you should do, Austin. Drinking that watered down piss. Well, hello. Wow, those are all A+. That's A+ talent right there. That's not even the B team. Like whatever gentleman's club they came from, that's your Saturday night staff. That's not your Sunday morning staff. Wow. It's like the Karate Kid. Choose.
I should go first. Understand this is Stone Cold Steve Austin presents Bad Blood, and we're basically in my home state of Texas. Right here in Houston.
What are they going to go first on these late? Are they going to go family style on them, or what's going on?
Stone Cold Steve Austin should be a great host. And as a great host, given all the hard work that I've done, I think you should let me go first.
One in the black and white is crop top type of thing is the best.
But since you are going first, I get to pick
The zebra stripe
which
one.
flavor of pie you eat.
What flavor of pie you eat? This is insane. This is unhinged crap.
You got a deal.
This, oh my god, I don't even know what's going on, guys. What did I choose to? What's happening? What was going on in 2003? I was watching, but man, I kind of. Oh, hey, Christian. It's good to see you, man. Looking good, buddy. Women were highly respected at this time. I mean, they all seem to be okay with it, but my god, none of this shit ages well at all. Oh, Christian just cut his hair. That's last month. He's still got the long hair. I was at that show.
I don't think so. I don't think his feet actually touch. Oh, please.
That show was in Charlotte.
We just couldn't see it. Christian should have been illuminated.
He looks way better with this. Like, look, it's 100% difference.
First ever Intercontinental champion got treated well.
And apparently he was pretty hesitant to cut his hair, but he was one of those rare wrestlers that just actually didn't look good with long hair. And everybody had long hair. Like, you couldn't be a wrestler without long hair for a little while there. But this is a way better look on Christian here.
All by himself. Yeah, but the referee's decision is final. Can you dig it, sucker?
I can dig it, sucker. Oh, hometown. Big pop for Booker. I was happy that Booker got a run in WWE.
And Booker T, a former 5-time WCW champion,
I mean,
become the first time
who has had the longest run with their respective theme music? It's got to be down to Booker T and Shawn, right? Because I don't even know if you can include Hogan, because he had that gap there between Real American and then American Made and then Jimi Hendrix and then NWO and then back to Real American. Uninterrupted, Booker T and Shawn. Although Booker T might have had a small interruption when he was G.I. Bro, maybe. I don't remember. But largely, that theme song has spanned two companies. Then he went to TNA. It probably sounded different. He was king. He was king over there, and he was King Booker in WWE too.
raised by a single mom.
So I guess he had some breaks. So he wouldn't. It's Shawn. It's got to be Shawn. Sawn's the winner.
It might just well be. He may not be thinking that now, but
Shawn has had 31 years of that theme song.
I said that she raised 7 kids by herself. And then did you say she did a good job with Booker? She did a good job with all her children. They're all cleaning up the kids. They are giving back. So he made a mistake.
Vince had the same song since '99. That's true. He made it about 22 years with that song. And it was originally a Royal Rumble song. It was for No Chance in Hell was a tagline to the '99 Royal Rumble. Vince just stole it. It might be futile.
Christian has not come to this fast blood event with a great deal of momentum in my view. He lost to Goldust a couple of weeks ago. He is the champion, though, you know. I know him. Didn't know Shane would lose to Goldust, former Intercontinental champion himself.
The Rock had his Volume 4 music from 2004 to 2011, so all the years he wasn't there. Didn't he leave in 2004 and wasn't back until 2011?
Did you see the pie? Believe me. Go look at pie. There's only Bischoff and there's only Stone Cold. Bischoff's trying to go first and Stone Cold.
Pie eating contest is crazy. Now that I understand what they mean by pie. We'll never hear No Chance in Hell again. You're right. There's no chance in hell that we'll hear No Chance in Hell again. And a lot like Benoit, it really sucks that Vince is such a piece of shit because Vince had a lot of great TV. You know, with his feud with Austin was arguably one of the greatest in the company's history, and none of that can probably really ever be referenced very directly anymore. And that sucks. Part of the main reason Austin is as over as he is because of that feud, you know? Oh, yeah, Big Show. Oh, yeah, Big Show, I guess, would count. He had a little break. I think they all did like a forcible entry theme for a little while there, briefly. A lot of wrestlers, but wow, 41-38, Ravens Bengals in overtime. Wow.
I mean, he is truly he's international, intercontinental. He's the kind of champion that is respected all around the world. I saw we had about 12 or 15,000 fans selling out every night, and I saw Luke.
Oh yeah, Ric Flair. That's true.
He was just going to come in here just because it was Houston, because this is hometown, and have all of these people, having a former parole officer, all of these people in here would be behind Booker T, and you thought he'd just run right through Christian. Somebody let him out of the hole. All I know is that Booker T, who did spend some time incarcerated for a few years, paid his debt to society, if nobody does any more charity work, gives back to the community.
Yeah, Brock, Angle, all these guys had long runs with their song, but we're looking for someone longer than Shawn. And those guys, you know, Shawn started his song 10 years before they even debuted. So I think Shawn and Flair are our winners here. Jerry Lawler said he went to Booker T's old neighborhood and walked around there just to see what it was like. I'm sure you did, Lawler. I'm sure you fit right in to Booker T's neighborhood. He blends. A lot of dudes walking around the mean streets of cities wearing a fucking crown. Unless they mistake you for a bloated white Flava Flav, I think you're going to be in big trouble. Cop pulled me over and said, "Do you have any firearms or drugs?" And I said, "What do you need?" Oh. Scissor kick over the rope, slingshot and back in was good. This is one of my favorite Booker moves, if he's going to do it. Is he going to do the somersault leg drop? Nope, he's not. Oh, missile drop kick. His somersault leg drop scares me shitless. I would not want to take that move. Too much room for error. Very big. Oh, the Compact Center. I forgot about the Compact Center. Another scissor kick to Christian. H-Town down. I've never been to Houston. I should go. It's a huge city. There ain't no easy way out. Oh, you little bitch, Christian. Bitchton. Intentional countout? Oh, no. I was not expecting a Jack Doan promo on this pay-per-view. That's a first. Doan literally grabs the mic and said, "Christian, get your ass back here. You're going to lose the Intercontinental title." And Christian now is running. And he got right back out. Christian, if you want to be Intercontinental Champion, you need to be able to handle a match with Booker T. Oh, man. Now he's going to ring the bell. Oh, motherfucker. Christian, you piece of shit. Wait a second. Help me out. Did Booker T ever win the Intercontinental title? Was he ever? I feel like he had to have been. How did Booker T manage to not be Intercontinental Champion? But I'm having trouble remembering him as Intercontinental Champion unless he wins it in this feud here. Historians, let me know. I don't feel like I remember him with the title, but... Can the ref do that? Why don't they all do that? Exactly.
Will Kevin Nash become the next world heavyweight champion? It will be Nasty, will be bloody in my mind. Nash and Triple H. Hell in a Cell with Mick Foley refereeing later tonight here at Bad.
Lawler's music is playing.
I hope everybody is ready because
Oh, is this gonna be some bikini contest or something?
stage of the Red
Oh,
Triathlon.
it's the triathlon. Stage 2. It's the second stage.
It's gonna take place right here in this very ring.
All right. Oh, it's pie eating.
Right now is well, it's Stone Cold Steve Austin 1.
Unless it's a
Nothing.
shit pie.
So if Stone Cold
A shit pie with
the entire triathlon.
diarrhea,
Further
meringue, and
the two participants
fart ice cream.
first, the co-general manager of Raw, Eric Bischoff.
Oh, that song. I'm back. Remember, he came out to AC/DC. He didn't even look like himself either. Like, he had changed so much when he came in 2002. Kind of like I had a fat face. He didn't look like the wormy little prick that was running WCW for so long. Just Bischoff in WWE was just wild to me. And I liked Bischoff as GM of Raw. I actually did. I thought he was great.
I gotta hand it to you, Eric. You have picked out some fantastic pie here tonight. And then let's bring out the other contestants. The other co-general manager of Raw, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Oh, Lawler. And that's the exact outfit Lawler wore when he walked around Booker T's childhood neighborhood today. He wore that outfit. Walking around dressed like that in a low-income portion of Houston. That is... takes guts. Oh, he won it July 7th, 03 on Raw. Held it for a month. All right. I don't really remember when it is. I just know it was in 2003. I was at the Raw where the Intercontinental title like changed hands twice. And like a cage match was involved. I think it's Mark Henry, RVD, and Jericho, or some combination of those guys. And it was like a double IC change. And that was in Raw in Fayetteville. I was there for that. But I don't remember anything else about the show.
Eric Bischoff, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
No. You can just stop right there, Gabe. Now, you remember our little discussion we had backstage, right?
Right.
Well, you said that if you're going to be the first one to eat pie, then Stone Cold Steve Austin was going to be able to pick which flavor of pie you ate.
Okay, he's gonna...
That was the deal.
Austin gets to pick which flavor pie. Okay, good.
You feel lucky tonight?
I'm feeling very lucky.
You remember that little discussion we had?
RVD and Jericho. Okay, so whatever happened that night, I was there. I was in attendance.
Mature, sophisticated, but what's that got to
Oh, did he ask if he likes mature women? Is it gonna be Mae Young's pie? It's gonna be Mae Young's pie, isn't it?
With your little boots?
The zebra one is the one I would want.
What makes you think you know how to play
That one. Right there.
Steve, I think I come by it naturally. Let's put it this way.
So you're somewhat of a ladies' man.
Look at that.
That's where we get the pick from, right? And your name is Eric Bischoff, right?
That's it.
From what I've seen of you, they should call you Eric Jerkoff.
Eric Jerkoff. Yeah.
Can I say, can I say that on TV?
You can say jerk off on pay-per-view, Austin. I paid $40 for this show. You can say jerk off. No problem.
Gorgeous.
Mae Young. It's got to be May. It's got to be May.
This is going to make my decision extremely tough. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Get her out here.
Take my pick. Can I get those 4 women one more time, please?
Oh, the zebra is just where it's at.
If you think that's 4 hot-looking women, give me a hell yeah.
Hell yeah!
I'll give you a hell yeah back on hell yeah. But I got a little change of plans here. I know we're supposed to consult on everything, but sometimes you do things without me, and I do things without you. So those 4 gorgeous women are not going to have their pie eaten by themselves.
Are not going to have their pie eaten by Eric Bischoff. This is just fucked up.
Mature women thing.
It's got to be Mae Young. It's got to be Mae Young. She's very mature.
Well, the 4 gorgeous women, that's worthy pie that I should be eating. I'm letting you go first, so I'll pick someone else. I'd like to introduce to you whose pie you will be eating. Could you hit the music, please?
Well, Bischoff. And I'm sure she's got her pie nice and ripe. She's tracking Moolah out there, too. May is like, I'm here. I'm here to play. I got my pie. It's ready. Eric Bischoff, pull up a seat to the table. Because you're about to be dining well, my friend. Before you have a bite of that pie, make sure all of the bats fly out first before you dig in.
Bischoff's got to go first. That's the deal. They all dressed up.
I don't want to look. Oh, fishnets. Nice. Oh, May. Yeah, give it to us. I mean, if you ask me, Eric Bischoff's pretty lucky.
I just want to say you look absolutely wonderful.
She does. May looks amazing. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord.
Put that tongue back in your mouth, you sick, nasty old hag!
You sick, nasty old hag. May dressed up for this.
What are you talking about? Are you going to be a quitter?
I'm not doing that!
Why not? You chicken?
May is just strutting her shit.
Anybody can do the pretty ones.
Anybody can do the pretty ones.
So you're saying, hey, are you saying you refuse?
I refuse!
Then you lose.
Not do it!
Okay, so,
Get your hands
She grabbing at him. May, she is so great.
alright, so then if you refuse, that's 2-0. Stone Cold Steve Austin is the winner.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying, you little pissant. You quitter, you loser. Where's your fighting spirit? King, would you go ahead and announce Stone Cold Steve Austin as the winner of the Redneck Triathlon?
Austin's going to win. Is Bischoff going to suck it up and just do this here so he can win one event? He does not want to lose the triathlon. So he's going to be willing.
There's a saying that anybody can do the pretty ones.
Oh,
May, let's face it, we're both adults here. Let's just get this over with.
looks like Chuck's taking the old one eye to the optometrist. Oh, no. Oh, he's doing it. Oh, he's just going. Okay, yeah. There could have been more tongue than that, I think. Come on, Bischoff, get in there. Get some of that.
There you go, Austin. Let's see you top that.
Looks like Chuck's taking the skin boat to Tuna Town.
What the hell are you talking about? Top that.
Top that. You didn't eat any pie.
Mister,
You kissed her. That's not pie eating.
this is a pie eating.
Yes. And we all know the rules to those things. Oh, low blow to EB. Oh, she's going to Bronco bust. Oh, he's going to forcibly eat the pie. Okay.
No, wait a minute.
If Bischoff won't take the pie must come to you. Oh, yeah. Take it off, May. Yeah. Yeah. Around. Oh, yes. Why are you guys saying I'm going to barf at this? This is awesome. Oh, man. I spent money on this to watch this. I paid money in order to gain access to this. Your turn. Well, whose pie does Austin have to eat? Did we work that out earlier, or can you get the zebra one out here? He's just gonna forfeit. He's gonna let Bischoff win this one, isn't he? Just win in the next one. Look, she's ready for it. It's the bald head. We women are powerless around us.
You ready?
Oh my God, he stunned Mae Young. Oh man. I love that it's the only time the crowd is not popped for a stunner.
I guess I just forfeit the last contest. It's 1-1. We got one more event, you little bastard.
We got one more event, you little bastard. Oh, Bischoff had to eat the pie. Austin stunned the pie. And now it's 1-1. Domo, who's ready for some rhubarb pie? Rhubarb is poisonous. I think you gotta cook that shit. My God. This was on pay-per-view. Do you know what pay-per-view means? It means you need to pay to view it. Man, I paid $40 in 2003. Figure that out for inflation. What would that be, like 54 bucks today? To watch Eric Bischoff get a mouthful and snoutful of Mae Young pie. I'm embarrassed. Oh yeah, we're pretty close to that mask coming off of Kane too, aren't we? She's getting stunned. Is it Stone Cold Stunned or Stone Cold Stunnered? I kind of like Stunnered. I got Stunnered.
Where the hell were you?
Here comes loud resistance. My God, I gotta regroup after that Mae Young thing. Huh? Subtitles, please.
It's really unfortunate that we have to spend it in Texas. We hate this place.
We hate this place. Texas hates you too.
No other reason than Texas is the state that gave the rest of the world that buffoon George W. Bush.
Yeah, Texas got real butthurt around this time. They're the ones that invented cancel culture. They got so mad at French people, they started calling French fries freedom fries. And then they completely disowned the Dixie Chicks because they were against the war. And then they sit here and get pissed off at cancel culture. I'm like, bitch, you invented it. Dumbasses. Now you're gonna bitch? You should have thought of that before you created the concept. Oh, that is a cool set. I didn't realize they had like actual like inflatable blood drips. It's like those inflatable kind of like, not inflatable, but you can buy those like type of lamps and lights for your house. They're cheap as hell. Little metal frame inside of a
Two young men in their early 20s
balloon-like substance. I don't know what it's called.
here in the WWE, and their win-loss record
But I do like the set.
attests to the fact that this is an outstanding young combination. Well, you talk about what the impact they are. I'm not quite over that pie-eating contest. I almost lost my lunch.
I'll never forget the cafe right across the street from my apartment where I was living at this time. And it was like kind of like a burger joint. And they changed all of their fries to freedom fries on the menu.
Well, World Tag Team titles on the line.
All right, RVD. God, do Kane and RVD lose the tags here? Because they don't feel like they're on the same page based on what we saw a minute ago.
Well, they make great cereal in Battle Creek, Michigan. And they also made a great athlete in Rob Van Dam.
They make great cereal in Battle Creek, Michigan? They do?
Yeah, you said that right. What happened?
Is that where cereal is made?
Did Rob Van Dam and Kane are obviously coming out separately? Well, that's not totally unusual. What?
I used to live in Michigan. I don't even know where Battle Creek is.
Still don't know what team we're going to see tonight. The dominating presence of those two heavy fighters or Kick of the Devil.
Sad Kane.
Did not come to his partner's aid last week on Raw.
Daniel, yes, Freedom Fries was absolutely a thing in person.
Joining us, United Kingdom, and
They had little, I remember too, that cafe had table tents. Not only did they change it on the menu, there was table tents advertising the Freedom Fries. And I'm like, it's nothing changed. I'm like, they just joined in on the grift. They figured if they splattered that all over the place, people were like, let's buy some fries because they're called Freedom Fries. That'll show the French. Oh my God. We've never been a bright country. We're an awesome country. I love living here, but we are dumb as fuck. Oh man, Cowboys and Steelers in a weather delay. Look at that rain. Holy shit. Okay, no football.
well, they look to be on the same page, but I'll tell you,
Too bad that doesn't happen tomorrow. Boost Raw's ratings.
WWE, this is probably the most unlikely tag team champions that I can recall. They don't have a great deal in common, seemingly, but
I liked that Kane theme. I wasn't a fan of it, but Kane's and RVD's were both songs that I really liked where they took their original theme and repurposed it into like a rock song. And Benoit's too. Like RVD, Kane, and Benoit. I all thought were really good. That little dance he does.
these two young men truly believe, speaking of law resistance, that they are so much better than any American.
Man, fucking loud resistance. Y'all think Brian Gewirtz had anything to do with loud resistance? Coming up with all them ideas there in Los Angeles. How old was Rene Dupree here? 17? He's a big boy. Damn, Battle Creek is only 2 hours from Detroit. I've been to Lansing and Ann Arbor and Kalamazoo and Traverse City and Detroit, Troy, Toledo, Ohio. All around there as a kid. Way up north, Traverse City, Mackinac Island. Mackinac Bridge. Nice. Wow, DDT. Good job. Oh no, Braun Strowman confirmed that he tore his groin in the last Monster Standing match. He did something. You could tell he was really struggling to mobilize himself there, and you could tell. I thought he hurt his knee or something. I feel like a groin tear might be easier to deal with than a knee. Hopefully he won't be out too long, but yeah. You could tell he was hurt. That was not him selling. Big guy deserves respect because that had to be painful as all hell, and he finished the match. I'm not a big Braun Strowman fan. He blocked me on Twitter. We share a birthday, but I got to give him credit. That was great performance on Monday.
There's a tag. Now let's see what kind of fighting mood, if any, Kane is in. It looks right hands. Looks like he's in a fighting mood to me. He's imposing his will here at 7 feet, 320, 45 pounds. He's in a kicking mood. Kane, a former heavyweight champion. Stone Cold pointed out several weeks ago that Austin was trying to motivate Kane. Kane beat Austin for the heavyweight title one time in a first blood match. I still got my doubts whether Austin was trying to motivate Kane.
Sylvain Grenier. I remember first seeing him when he was the referee in that Hogan and Rock match.
Completely overwhelming. First Dupree and then Grenier. Southpaw slam, hook to the leg, and the World Tag Team titles on the line. And the challenger still holding on, but seemingly not by much here. We haven't seen a lot of teamwork, so to speak, from Kane and Grenier. Kane certainly holding up his end of the bargain so far. No doubt about that. There's a cover. It should go. Almost see Dupree was still in the ring. Going to interrupt the count on that one. A hard knockdown. And this Kane is just pretty much dominant in this matchup. Looking on here in Houston, Texas, as a Hell in a Cell hangs above the ring. Look at this double team into a somewhat of a neck breaker.
Kane sits up.
Law resistance. Can't believe that Kane can stay down. I've not seen anything like that in France. Double clothesline.
Ooh, I'm out of 805. 2 seconds. Ooh, I feel like we watched the show recently where Robert Conway joined the group, or was that at the Judgment Day one? Nice. RVD took out Kane, though. Is that going to be a problem? Is Kane going to have a problem with that? That could be bad. We've done a lot. We watched SummerSlam 2003, Judgment Day 2003, and now this one. Oh, man. And they won. That fast? I figured the Kane getting hit by RVD would play into the finish. I didn't think it would be that quick. New tag team champions, Lad Resistance. Is that their first titles? It must be. Must have happened at SummerSlam, because we watched SummerSlam 03. Juliet, thank you so much for hooking up Mike Rouse with a channel membership. Mike Witt is here. What's up? You missed some good stuff, Mike. You missed some pie eating contest in the Redneck Triathlon. Christian and Booker. Dudley Boys match. Lad Resistance just won the tag team titles, and now it's time for Goldberg and Jericho. And I'm pretty sure this match takes place after their little scuffle backstage, right? Where Jericho kicked his ass? I think that's why Jericho or Goldberg, he just overcompensates so much, you know, just trying to be a big, bad alpha male. Because he's sad he got bitched out by Jericho in 2003. He's never been able to live it down. So I'll be extra aggressive. Man, now that Lab Resistance is the tag team champions, I think we need to rename the belts the Freedom Tag Team Champions. The Freedom Team Championships. That's what they're called. Lance Storm gave him up just like that? Come on, Lance. Snitches get stitches, bro. I guess you were going to get stitches anyway, so it didn't matter. He shouldn't have snitched. That's weak shit right there.
Goldberg and I were once friends way back in the WCW days, but I realized something really quickly, and that was that the bigger of a star Goldberg became, the bigger his ego became.
Oh, thanks. Oh, that was you yesterday that sent the photo of your cat watching the pay-per-view last night. I saw that. I did see that. I remember seeing it. I didn't realize that was you. That's awesome. I hate that Jericho had to put him over here. Jericho 1, Greenberg 0. And now we're finally getting this match done in WWE.
You know what? Chris Jericho ain't nothing but an ass.
I say you get the hell out of my ring right now, because if you don't, I might just have to come in there and beat you out of it. But then again, maybe I won't.
Chris, appreciate 5 more from you. Wow, I think I was 17 during this pay-per-view. Legit 10 times the athlete I am now. Now I'm just old and slow. I still want to see Riddle versus Goldberg. Oh, I do too. Watch Riddle eat his lunch.
You want to talk about embarrassment? And even for all I've been doing with Goldberg the last 3 weeks, I've speared him, I've maced him in the face, I threw some paint down his little shiny car, I even constantly speared Charles Robinson right out of his shoes.
That one backstage, you know, confrontation between like Riddle and Goldberg. Like, is Goldberg stupid? Is he really that egotistical to believe that he could hurt a trained fighter like Riddle, you know? He should go to one of those UFC shows and get one of their faces.
And when he does, I'm going to beat him.
What is your mindset going into bad blood?
The only thing I can tell you, Terry, Jericho is next.
Jericho's next, and then Jericho runs off. Yeah, that spear of Lil Nate looked crazy. The way he was on the stretcher and everything, it was so nuts. I had very little interest in Goldberg's 1-year run that he had here. It just wasn't fun. Didn't give a shit about him. Didn't like him much in WCW, so to see him coming in here, it was like, oh, they're going to replace Rock and Austin, who are both leaving, with him. I don't know. It was like replacing Brock with Batista. It was like, Mike, Tito is right. I'm actually touching Tito with my foot right now. He's under the desk, sleeping extremely adorably. No, I've taught Tito well. He wouldn't be a Goldberg fan. He knows better. He's a smart fan. He's educated. I don't remember much about this match.
Well, many times, too many times. The world's most dangerous ego does Jericho, and well, the time has come. Time for talking.
They should have hired Doug Gillinger just to be a part of this
And there he is,
presentation.
an intense animal on the planet Goldberg. But will Goldberg be so emotionally involved in this match, wanting retribution, that he will be become one of a long list of victims of King of the World, Chris Jericho.
Doing the firework thing. His music was a little different.
On the same night. Right. Who's that
And from
accomplishment?
Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 280 pounds, Goldberg.
Goldberg.
Georgia by way of Tulsa.
You're still in crazy shape here.
By way of the University of Georgia and the Atlanta Falcons, and Goldberg, a powerhouse, not a refined catch-can wrestler. He's a mauler. He's a
Well, I guess Lil Nate recovered from the spear because there he is.
or mind games from Chris Jericho. Jericho, the veteran from Winnipeg, the son of a
Bring in Ralphus. Ralphus, I know, passed away. I don't remember when.
on Goldberg. He's so intense. He's chomping at the bit. He came out here just ready to tear
Yeah, Batista's better than Goldberg, yes, but Batista was not better than Brock, which is who he was replacing pretty much.
Ironically enough, it's referee Charles Robinson who was victim of that spear several weeks ago. Hanging out Goldberg's mouth.
What's that hanging out of Goldberg's mouth? It's a piece of gum, Lawler.
Maybe some Canadian bacon is going to gnaw on here.
I don't think it's Canadian bacon. That would be salty and would make you thirsty.
Shell hangs. Oh, yeah, on this
You need to be hydrated for a match like this.
thing here.
You need electrolytes. Wow. Jesus.
Now, this match is not falls count anywhere. And Goldberg, a real fan and a proponent of the mixed martial arts world, got those knees and are tossing Jericho back on the inside. Goldberg is completely out of control. Look at Jericho trying to use Charles Robinson as a shield.
Oof.
Jericho's got to use his experience, his quickness and speed to offset Goldberg to survive here, in my view. Nice crossbody. Uh-oh. But to no avail. Power moves. That's what brought Goldberg to the dance. That's what
There's a sign that said Goldberg fears talent.
the most amazing winning streak in the history of the sports entertainment. History's absolutely. He's got a lot of history to follow here in the WWE. A lot of people didn't want Goldberg here in the WWE. I mean, where are they?
Yeah, I barely remember the Backlash match with The Rock.
Jericho holding on. And Jericho got a little cat and mouse here with Goldberg. Don't count out Chris Jericho. He has beaten the best that the WWE has to offer. And at one time, it's hard to believe that these two men
Jeez.
were good buddies down in the old WCW down in Atlanta. That relationship has fallen by the way.
Did Ross just say that Jericho and Goldberg were buddies down in WCW? They weren't. Goldberg was an asshole. Oh, man. Goldberg, please go away. There's a lot of anti-Goldberg signs in the crowd. Oh. Oh, barricade spot. Hey, look, it's not even over by the timekeeper. Goldberg is yelling. Just count his ass out. You got the win, Jericho. Yeah, Jericho should take advantage. Oh, yeah, there you go. Post him. Goldberg loves to get busted open right in the front of his forehead. His head games, macho head games. Nice. Checking out. Okay, Dodgers are up 1-0, not us. I mean, in the series, but it's 3-1 Padres, end of the 5th inning. All right. Go Pods. I mean, obviously I live in San Diego, but we're so close to LA that whenever San Diego and the Dodgers play, it's pretty much split 50-50, like in the bar and stuff, you know, when we have the games on. It's just as many LA Dodgers fans as Padres fans, it feels like. When I was a kid, like 12, living in North Carolina, I randomly bought an LA Dodgers hat. I think it's because I saw the movie Boys in the Hood. I just feel like I was always meant to live here, you know? So I rocked like a Dodgers hat for like a year. I might have been 13, something like that, whenever Boys in the Hood came out. Nice. I like how Goldberg he always wore like the little shoes. He always looked like he wore little shoes. Little teeny tiny cute little shoes. Not boots. Yeah, Goldberg's selling that shoulder well. I guess they're saying that he separated his shoulder on that barricade spot. And doing a lot of offense with his feet now. All right, they're going to try to get this game in. 13 minutes to kickoff, according to WNBC. Nice.
Goldberg, the world famous, the indestructible Goldberg. You got his feet. You got to catch like on this. Very few men.
Yeah, Dodgers-Yankees World Series. Do you think they'll sell any tickets being like two really small markets like that, New York and LA? Like, nobody really lives there. Do you think anyone will care about the World Series?
Successfully. A little rough in execution because of the shoulder injury. But Goldberg just used power and a lot of pain. Power and pain. He's trying to fight through the pain, but he's hurt.
I don't know, Angie. There might have been an earthquake in San Bernardino. There's been a lot recently that I've not felt. That's been kind of in my area. I just haven't, for whatever reason, felt them. I've been in this house for 4 years. I've felt, maybe three that have really shook us.
Pushing Goldberg to levels that I've never seen Goldberg go. No, this is amazing. All of those people that didn't want Goldberg here in the WWE got to be loving this match. It all started downhill for Goldberg, but he missed Jericho in the security wall.
What were they going for there? Oh. That was almost like an AA. I mean, Goldberg, as a wrestler, already sucks. And so now he's going to try to wrestle with one arm. Like, are you going to jackhammer Chris? Like, how are you going to get this done here?
Goldberg did not get all the spear, as we have seen, and rightfully so because of the injured shoulder. While Jericho Goldberg is hurting. Goldberg shows no quit, shows no back up. Goldberg now trying to hook up Jericho. With a jackhammer. Oh, he doesn't have the arm straight. Jericho counters. Goldberg, that right arm is shot.
Oh, what happened to Lil Nate?
Referee got an error confirmed the arm on hit the face, and then Jericho capitalized. That's a victor move with that low blow, not ethical, but effective. Very effective. Fans chanting for Y2J here. Ironically. And there's the walls of Jericho, and Jericho has beaten them all on the walls, and Goldberg, the ultimate gut check, trying to get to the front. Oh, look at Jericho. Jericho pulling Goldberg back to the center of the ring. The king of the world. That's the king of the world right there. Goldberg ever lost.
Goldberg's trying to power out of the walls. If only he was bleeding, he could do the Austin spot right here. Like McIntyre and Punk recreated last night. Wow, he twisted himself out of that? Give me a break.
Goldberg using his leg strength to tug Jericho down to the canvas, and again Goldberg. And another one. Oh, spear.
God, he leveled Jericho. That was a rough spear. Good God.
This must be excruciating. Oh, what about the pain that's worse? Jericho's suffering right now. That's gotta be excruciating. Oh, look out here. Goldberg hooking up Jericho. And jackhammer. The jackhammer. And Goldberg
Got him up.
wins it.
Well, not too surprising there.
Your winner, Goldberg.
It wasn't easy, all right. Goldberg with to hell and back with Chris Jericho, but Goldberg
It wasn't the worst match in the world, but
through the pain, fighting through the physical.
if I was anybody in 2003, I would not want to put Goldberg over. Especially Jericho, who's had such a personal issue with him. You know, Goldberg was such a dick to in WCW. And then even gets in his face in the locker room. And he's got to go out there and do a job to him. Hey, a Jericho-holic. I hate Goldberg so much. I just do not like him as a human or a pro wrestler.
Look at the velocity, look at the speed here that Goldberg is coming with. And then that's when one of those unstoppable objects hits an immovable or unstoppable
Lawler, stop trying to say the quote. Give up. Abort. Abort.
spear and then the jackhammer.
I think you're trying to say irresistible force and immovable object, but you have botched it.
For some reason, I don't think this issue's over. For some reason,
Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice. You can't get fooled again. Why are these here? Is this in your house, December 1995? Is it going to be Henry O versus Hunter H?
what will the third event be?
Well, it is now official. The Redneck Triathlon is tied.
Well, it's got to be Grease Pig catching.
So,
It's right there on the wheel. Is that what it's going to land on?
and see what the deciding event will be. Okay?
It's got to be Grease Pig competition.
Monster trucks it. America's best bull riding out here, whatever it is. Here, Chuck.
Grease Pig. Oh, sing off. Oh, it's a sing off. Well, what'd they put the pigs there for? They brought pigs in just in case the wheel landed on that? They couldn't just kayfabe this? That is crazy. They literally brought in a hog pen in case they needed it? What? They had that in the budget? That's a necessary expenditure? When you could have just kayfabed this backstage and had this and pre-taped this and have the wheel land wherever the fuck you want it to land?
Redneck competition.
You brought pigs in?
All these rednecks
Unless Bischoff gets thrown into the pig thing later after the sing-off.
embarrassed.
That's probably going to happen, isn't it? After the sing-off, Austin's probably going to stun him, drag him to the pig pen, and throw him in. Is that what they're going to do? Otherwise, that means they brought in the pigs. This sad music.
You were the measuring stick. You were the standard that every guy in this business should aspire to be. Do you really think I can go out there and be the guy like Triple H right now? I know you can.
Oh my god. I want to barf at you crying, Ric Flair. Yeah, fuck.
After what I saw you do with Triple H,
This music.
I am here to tell you that you, Ric Flair, were, are, and will always be in the heart of Shawn Michaels,
Tell me a lie.
wrestler in the world today.
You guys are like 5 years away from that match. That Mania Classic. It's a shoot wheel, I know. I was surprised it was a shoot wheel. I'm assuming that after the sing-off, Bischoff's going to get tossed, because if they bring those pigs in and don't use them, I'm going to have an issue with that. I'm calling PETA or something. I'm like, look, they're putting baby pigs through a pro wrestling show for no reason. I'm going to turn WWE in. The PETA police are going to come, shut them down. No more WWE for us. I kind of forgot that Flair and Shawn had this little miniature thing here, you know? Oh, yeah, sorry, Mike. I saw the Goldberg and Jericho match now. If that match happened now, if they tried to put that together, it'd be like two old men fighting on the 18th hole of some senior club about who goes first or something. It's like, Jesus Christ. Is this the first time we got this in modern WWE, Flair and Michaels? Well, I guess so, because Shawn had only been back since the previous August. So he wasn't even back in the ring a year yet. Interesting. So yeah, this probably was. Dun, dun. Yeah, we might get Wyatt's in Judgment Day tomorrow. We might. Apparently Raquel Rodriguez fucked that up last night. Liv Morgan was supposed to beat Rhea Ripley, and Raquel attacked Rhea in front of the referee's face, and the ref had no choice but to call it like a shoot and rang the bell for a DQ. I think she was supposed to get that done kind of behind his back, and that's why she threw Liv on top of Rhea after the bell rang, and you could see she was pissed. I guess she kind of fucked that one up. Some fans thought it was the ref's fault, but when you watch it back, it's Raquel's fault, not the ref's. Yeah, Flair, they did bust out Flair's WWF theme from the 90s a couple of times during this era on pay-per-view. One or two shows, they busted it out. And you know what's crazy? Shawn Michaels got bigger crowd reactions during this era than he did in 96 when he was champion. Even leading up to that, Vince was just, hey, that charismatic. He was trying so hard to get Shawn over. When he comes out, you're going to hear the biggest ovation. And it was always like a lukewarm ovation. And Shawn was over. Like, fans appreciated Shawn, but he was not Hogan or what Stone Cold Steve Austin would become. And to watch Vince, once that music hits, the crowd's going to go crazy. The crowd is going much crazier now for Shawn than they did when he was champ in 96. I'm so glad we got Shawn back for like 8 years and he had just a great run. That made me very happy as a fan. If that would have all ended in 98, we would have been robbed.
Starting out there, you know, he'll have his whole following of fans as well, quite frankly. And honestly, in a collar elbow tie after every side headlock. And the chain wrestling by Flair going behind, and Flair just telling me Shawn Michaels in so many words. I still got it. I still got it, kid. I just picked you on that exchange.
That's true, Ruben. Very good point. Much better attendance in 03, so more people to make that louder. But it just felt like, I don't know, it just felt like he was almost appreciated more in this second run. A little more likable. Wasn't really being forced on us. You know, Shawn was great. Definitely world champion material when he won the belt at WrestleMania 12. But they were forcing him a little bit. He was definitely the most talented, but was he truly the most over in the company? He might have been, but it wasn't by like miles and miles to where he's like the clear choice. It was Vince, you know, trying to make him into that superstar. I'm glad that he was able to retire with a reputation of being a legend, because I'm not sure if it would have ended in 98. I still think he had a Hall of Fame career, but it would have felt incomplete. Oof. Shawn knocking down Flair there. I don't know who wins this. If Shawn Michaels would have gone to WCW after the Click left, we would have gotten this match on a fucking Starrcade or something. Might have been one of the first matches they did. If Shawn would have came in 97 or something before the screw job, and it was him going to WCW, not Brett, that would have been interesting. I wish we could. Eventually, AI will be able to create a universe where we can experience that. We could probably put some numbers into a computer and make that happen somehow. This arena in Houston visually resembles the Greensboro Coliseum a little bit. Oh, chop block. Took out Shawn's wheel. What if Shawn screwed Shawn? That would have been crazy.
Decides to focus on those legs. Flair can dissect those legs like Dr. Jim Andrews, a noted surgeon, and working him out of the middle. Right. You work on your legs, you're pretty much toast. Not much you can do about it. And Flair gonna get you down. He'll work on those legs in a variety of ways. And Flair now trying to not out the thigh muscle, that quadrant muscle.
I like this Shawn Michaels gear. I think this is what he wore at the Royal Rumble in '97 when he won the title. In Texas, so he's wearing his Texas gear. Oh, figure four. Come on, Sean. It's a good visual, though. Figure four right in the middle. Don't get pinned, Sean. And by this point, it felt like Sean was definitely back full time, because even when he came back in 02, it felt like he was just coming back for that one shot, and then he kind of got talked into coming in for more. And then now he was kind of like on a roll where he's working regularly. But it was still a treat and still felt new to have him back here in 2003. Clone Force thoughts on Triple H comment about race, and honestly, I don't have a problem with it because people ask Jerry West the same thing. That's why he doesn't draft or sign white players. I don't know. Triple H is not good at those questions. It's just like the Vince McMahon thing. Oh, I haven't read it. You know, now I don't see color. You know, those are like such cop-out like answers. But, you know, it feels like just a little while ago it was AEW that these questions weren't being brought up with, and WWE had a lot of people of color as champions and that were seeing a lot of success at the time. And now it seems like it's flopped a little bit. So I think it just depends. I don't think anything truly is intentional. I mean, I know there's been a history of racism and stuff in the business, and you always have to be on the lookout for that and representation and whatnot. But it doesn't feel like any lack of representation is done purposely. It just feels like that's the way it is right now. There's been other times when there's been lots of representation. It just, you know, everything's kind of up and down. I don't know. I don't think, though, Triple H handled the question well, and if I'm in his position, I'm going to have a better answer prepared for something like that, you know? It's not really my place to, you know, make it an issue. You know, I'm not there, so I don't. But just as an observer from what we see, it doesn't, to me, feel like any lack of representation is a purposeful, deliberate thing that's happening. And if it is, that's pretty effed up, considering this is a new company in TKO, and you don't want anything like that going on in your company. Any racial stuff or discrimination or inequality of any kind. You're in enough hot water as it is. Figure four again. Nope, roll up. Is that going to be a quick one? I'm curious if this match does end clean, if it's a figure four on Flair. But if I'm Triple H and I want to continue to do these media scrums, you need to know, and Triple H is pretty good about paying attention to Twitter and stuff, so pay attention to these issues and discussions and discourse that the fans are having, because you might get asked about something like this, and if it's something sensitive, you don't want to sound like an idiot when you answer, or disingenuous, or, you know, a cop-out, or just like a non-answer. I don't see color. Or that whole bullshit, I don't care if you're white or black or green or purple. No more purple people. Shout out to Mitch Hedberg. Flair, yes, he got up there. He did the thing. Still in 2003, he can still do it. He's slow running the, oh man, he's kind of old here. And we know that's not going to work. Well, Flair in 2003 still trying to do his upside down flip into the corner, run to the opposite corner, jump up only to get nailed off the top rope. He did it, but it was slow and sloppy.
Flair up in this very deliberate wrestling pace match. Oh no. Flair again finds himself on the top turnbuckle. His previous two trips in this match have not fared well. Michaels in the second turnbuckle.
Wow. Oof.
Suplex. Flair suplexed off the
He saw color during his feud with Booker T. That he did.
opportunity here to
All of a sudden now he doesn't see color. I think Triple H is, was somewhat sincere. Like, he meant what he said. It just...
Shawn Michaels is setting up a table here.
Think of a better way to word it.
And man, I never expected to see this.
Is this are we allowed to have tables out, or is Earl okay with this? Earl, you gonna let this table slide?
This is not a testimonial. This is not a banquet. We have bad chicken and a long speech.
Check out that Tony Khan as a pimp sign in the crowd there. You see it?
Brought this on himself. This could have been one of the great scientific matches. Wait a minute. Flair's gonna try to suplex.
Well, I feel like this will be a disqualifications.
A knockdown by Shawn Michaels, who was inches away from being suplexed from the inside to the outside. Flair right up on steel steps. Flair now getting his lights dimmed and his eyes crossed. Hard right hand right to the jaw of Flair.
Oh, Pittsburgh on the move. Oh my, who was that? Oh, that was Randy Orton. And Randy Orton swallowed that super kick.
Revolution, Randy Orton. Where did he come from?
Here comes Shawn. This is a lot like the SummerSlam spot. Don't stop him, Earl. Have some fun here. There we go. Wow. Holy shit. That is the worst table bump I've ever seen Ric Flair take. Oh, he got annihilated. That was amazing. Watch this. Show this replay. The way he kind of... Ooh, that super kick was crazy. Then the way he rotated in midair. Look at this. Oh, Flair's just head, just the way it jerked around on the... And he's busted open. See, I don't know if that's from his back or his head. I don't know what happened there. Oh. How come they've never shown a replay of that bump before? I've never seen that ever. Jesus Christ. That's so crazy. Whew. Low blow to all three guys. Earl caught one too. God, Flair bleeding in the back of his head. Are we going to see Batista run out here? Wow, Shawn was up instantly. Flair's like, ear is bleeding. Oof, good elbow. This match has been great. Tune it up, Shawn. Don't do that. Whatever this is, don't do that. Don't do that, Shawn. Stop doing that, Shawn. This is pretty much all he's got, right? Boom. Sweet chinny. Oh, but there's Orton. And Flair's going to get the win over Shawn, isn't he? Orton recovered from the super kick. Oh, no. 1, 2, 3. That was a great match. Fun match to watch. That was great. Be right back.
Well, Randy Orton, the youngest member of Evolution, has just cost Shawn Michaels the most important emotional victory, I believe, in Shawn Michaels' career. Boy, you're right. There's never been a match that Shawn Michaels wanted to win any more than this one. His own dream match against Ric Flair. And now Shawn Michaels is
Crazy.
turned into a night.
That was way more fun than I thought it would be.
Absolute. The referee being helped out of here, and Orton trying to get Flair out of the ring, but look at this.
I want to see a replay of that table bump again.
Randy Orton almost beheading Shawn Michaels, and then Randy Orton has the presence of mind to give Nate just a little boost. Flair had had his life
Oh.
burned out by sweet chin music. You got to credit
I mean, Sean kind of took that one in the face, that chair shot, too.
got to get some credit for the victory here, but eventually it would be Nature or Ric Flair with a one-on-one victory over Shawn Michaels and Bad Blood. Oh, I'm sure that Nature passed the credit around. I'm sure he'll thank Randy Orton. Don't you think?
I don't know. This match was different than the match at Mania 24. This one was, I think, maybe a little more fun. Mania 24 was so dramatic and emotional, you know. This one was just kind of crazy and fun and violent. Flair took a hell of a table bump there, man.
Well,
That is great stuff.
Michaels, I'll tell you that. And after delivering sweet chin music, after fighting off the figure four, Shawn delivers the sweet chin music, had the victory in his grasp. But man, what an opportunistic young Randy Orton. Yeah, Randy Orton shows up just, well, at first I thought it was going to be bad for Randy Orton. He showed up, got a little sweet chin music himself, but then he was there just when the Nature Boy needed him. Great effort by Shawn Michaels, and he deserved to win this match.
Oh, we're going to get the singing contest, I think, next, right?
And Bad Blood, Shawn Michaels leaving with class, leaving with his dignity in place. But Randy Orton was the difference maker here tonight. This was as much about Randy Orton leaving
Oh, and here comes Bischoff.
about HBK and Flair. Oh, wait a minute.
All right, well, these guys make their entrance for the singing contest. I'll be back in a sec.
Well, this is the third and final installment of the Redneck Triathlon. Austin won the burpee contest. Then Stone Cold forfeited the pie eating contest. Maybe the smartest move that Austin's ever made in his life. Now it's a little singing. Singing. Sing off. Sing off. You've heard Austin sing. Van Gogh had heard Austin sing and cut off his other ear. Bischoff's gonna win this thing. He sang? Well, you know what? Say it again. I think it's about time we wrap this redneck triathlon up. I heard he was kept in the week. You see, since it's a singing contest,
All right. I did not want to miss the singing contest. Sorry, I had to run downstairs for a minute.
I, Eric Bischoff,
I'm out of breath.
am about to treat you with one of the greatest songs you'll ever hear by one of the greatest vocalists. And I
This can't be worse than the pie eating, right?
than my own theme music. Oh, hit my music.
No, he's not going to sing his own. He's not even singing it. This is horrible. They put this on pay-per-view, y'all? I'm appalled. You're lip syncing. Milli Vanilli. Blame it on the rain.
Stop all the cheating. Do this fair and square. Do it without the little lyrics dubbed in there.
The little lyrics.
You sing, Eric, not somebody on a damn record. Go ahead and hit his music again.
It's like the Undertaker singing that. You're gonna pay.
Go ahead, hit my music.
You've done it now. Oh. Nope. Stop it. Stop it. They should have fired him after this. God, you're fucking awful.
That was good.
That's pathetic. You suck.
You suck.
You're horrible. You're a loser. But since I can't sing no better than you, I got an idea for you. Because I'm a nice guy, I'm a fair guy, I'm a 50-50 co-GM guy.
50-50.
What I propose to do to make this thing right is spin this wheel one more time so that we can declare the champion of the Redneck Triathlon.
Okay, maybe this is where it's going to land on the pigs. They put the pigs there. I can't get past that unless they use the pigs. Oh, there. Pigpen fun. Oh, he just did it. Okay. I thought it was a grease pig competition. It's Pigpen fun.
You see that big pig pin out there, don't you?
I can see it. I can smell it. There's no way.
You see the pig pin? You know what that means? Pig pin fun? What that means, Eric, is whoever throws the other man in that pile of pig crap, that's the winner of the Redneck Triathlon. So what I want you to do is wait right there for Stone Cold. 'Cause I'm fixing to come out
Just wait right there. Don't go anywhere.
crap.
I'd hate to be the fan sitting next to the pigs.
And if you get a little antsy and decide to run off, I here deputize everybody in that arena that if Eric Bischoff tries to leave, make a
Do you get a discount on your tickets if you have to sit 10 feet away from a shitting pig?
because Stone Cold Steve Austin is on his way down, and that's all I got to say about that.
That's all I got to say about that.
The whole crowd. No way. Not a chance. I'm undeputizing every one of you people. Undeputized.
You're y'all are undeputized. I'm not, but you guys definitely are. You can't undeputize me or deputize me, but y'all can. Y'all are not protected. So Eric got you. Who's this guy? Damn. Fucking. Who? Who's Jim McInvale? Yeah, who's Jim McInvale? Oh God, some co-promotion with a furniture guy.
Trying to smell the dog and out of here, but oh God! What a knockout plan! Was that a right hand or what?
Now it's another match between Stone Cold Steve Austin and Eric Bischoff. This is the second match on pay-per-view between Stone Cold Steve Austin and Eric Bischoff in the year of 2003, and it's only June. That is wild. That is wild. It's an interesting way to use Austin, this time.
Whoever goes into the pig pen. Oh, what? Can barely stand up. No. The Stone Cold Stunner on Bischoff. And these guys are co-general managers of Raw.
So Bischoff's going to be tossed in the pig shit.
This is going to make Dallas tomorrow night a
Surprised Triple H didn't get an infection. He got his back all cut up in that hog pen match and was rolling all around in that crap.
This is a joke, right? I'm not really going to throw him in that pit crap. Oh, Bischoff's
They don't do that anymore for WWE, right? Back in the day, in these days, they used to stick for like promos, anything with a mic, they would stick speakers in the corners. But I don't think they do that anymore, do they? They might. I don't know.
That's going to be 10 or 15 feet or so. But
So he's going to have to clear. Is he going to try to throw him from the stage into that? I mean, that's a significant fall there. I mean, it's not crazy tall, but I'm glad the pigs are just out of the way right now. Well, he landed pretty safely, all things considered. The pigs are scared shitless. They don't want nothing to do with him. I think they never made The Rock do anything like that. That's an irrelevant comparison. It's not, one doesn't have anything to do with the other. I mean, is Austin really being forced against his will to do anything here? I think Austin's a willing participant in this co-GM shit. And Rock has been in plenty of silly segments. Hasn't he taken Vince McMahon's head and shoved it right into the Big Show's ass or something before? Like, Rock's done plenty of silly shit. I was in the audience. I was on the floor for This Is Your Life. Fucking balloons and clowns and poontang and crazy shit. If you're trying to say or imply that WWE always thought more of The Rock than Austin, I don't even think that's a valid thing to even bring up. A lot of this stuff was dumb, I'll admit, but I don't think it's to automatically think of why they didn't make The Rock do it. It's, my brain would not go in that direction. Oh, Raw in Dallas tomorrow. What's the pay-per-view in Dallas? Oh, that's Survivor Series. There's a pay-per-view in Dallas. That's Survivor Series 03. I think is in Dallas, right? Isn't Mark Cuban there and shit? Or is that a different pay-per-view? I think it's Dallas. Yeah, remember Bulldog in the dog poo? That was crazy. What's weird is that show with the dog poo was in Richmond, but I don't have any memories of being there. And I would have gone to shows in that during that time. I was at Unforgiven, which is right around the same time as that. I guess I elected not to go to it, but I didn't see the poo. But I could have. I could have been there for the poo in person. For whatever reason, I was not. I keep forgetting about Foley as the ref for this. This has a lot of the same, the Judgment Day match into Bad Blood has a lot of the same vibes as Shawn and Taker in 97 at Ground Zero. Kind of ended in a schmaz. Next, or not a schmaz, but a DQ or double count out. Taker through Shawn through the In Your House set, right? Led to Bad Blood in the Hell in the Cell. This is the same thing. Triple H escapes with the title. Nash power bombs him on the announce table and you get the Hell in the Cell. Very similar setup. Hell in a Cell. 2-man power trip this bitch. Thank you, Mr. JC. Glad you're here, man. Yeah, Ray, the OG cell is the best. I really hate the new one. It's way too tall. I'm okay with making it a little taller than the original, but it doesn't need to be 40 feet in the air. You can skydive off that fucking thing. It's obnoxiously tall. Because the old way was more rectangular. Now it's more square, you know? it was wider than it was taller before. Now it's taller than it is wider. It resembles like a square peg. I loved their Madison Square Garden Royal Rumble match, Foley and Hunter, but I did not like the Hell in a Cell retirement. Foley now fighting. And he wouldn't wrestle. Foley wouldn't like actually get in the ring and wrestle a match until the following year, right? At WrestleMania. And then the Backlash match with Randy Orton. And then that put him in the ring on a semi-regular basis until he left for TNA. Is this the music they actually used for this pay-per-view? This seems off. It's just music, no audio. This feels like a network edit. Oh, Ben, this is wild to me that some of you are actually watching. Are you following along on your DVD? That is wild. I don't think it's going to match up. How you doing with that? Is it working? My mic's getting away from me. I mean, Nash was still in great shape here in 03. It's kind of like a mashed up of his, or not a mashup, but a remastered version of his Diesel theme. It was wild to see him back, like, you know, leaving in '96, and now he's back 7 years later. It was crazy. It felt like a lifetime. 7 years isn't that long. But back then, him leaving in '96 to his return in the NWO in 02, and then again here, was just pretty crazy, you know, to see virtually the entire clique back in WWE, sans Scott Hall. That was his own fault. Yeah, this is Kevin Nash's music that he was using at this time. I liked that theme. I really did like his Diesel theme. Not just the truck engine, the one when he turned babyface. I hated the truck engine. But the babyface Roseanne sounding theme I always liked. And I always thought Triple H looked great with the big gold. Like, he looks great with it, does he not? I always thought that, even though Triple H had his critics at the time, I thought he carried the legacy of that big gold belt well. It's got a lot of history behind it. A lot of great men have held it. And I felt like he was wearing it proudly. And if anything, I was appreciative of that. Even if he won all the time and buried people. You know, it's like, I was like, okay. He's an awesome looking champion. Trained by Kowalski. Body like Superstar Graham. Shades of Harley Race and Ric Flair in his move set and repertoire. Similar championship presence to a Flair or Harley or a Bockwinkel. Maybe not a Bockwinkel.
Mick Foley was retired 3 years ago by Triple H. Mick Foley was physically abused last week on Raw.
Was physically abused.
You just gotta wonder.
If you've been physically abused on Raw, call this battered referee hotline.
In this match, let's keep in mind there's no disqualifications.
And that's a belt that Foley never held, right? The big gold? Foley never, that's the closest he got to it right there.
Here tonight. Well, this started with all those, well, I won't call them cowards. I'll just say all those concerned with their own safety.
Putting the belt in the corner is crazy. That thing should be on the outside of the cage with the timekeeper, not just chilling in the corner.
They didn't want to be a part of this, so
Well, they're definitely going to use the belt in the match.
Steve Austin brings in Mick Foley. Which is, I think, a brilliant move because Mick Foley has no fear. I think he has as much character as any man I have been associated with in my almost 30 years. Well, I tell you, I think that maybe Triple H might have reminded, oh my gosh, he might have reminded Mick Foley that he refereed Tim White. He refereed his very last match inside of Hell in a Cell. He was injured. That's the last match he was ever in. Tim White, a great referee career, ended as an official in this matchup, and the first knockdown of the match scored by Kevin Nash. It won't be the last, and you just got to wonder how much punishment can the game take at the hands of the 7-foot Kevin Nash. Let's keep it real simple here, folks. As long as Nash can maintain a vertical base and do this, lay those right hands.
I don't recall. I think they both bleed, I'm sure. I think even Foley bleeds in this, if memory serves. I like Triple H's blue gear. Careful, Nash. Don't be... those are sensitive quads you got there. Very sensitive quads, baby. You don't want to tear them. 4-1 pods through 7. Hopefully, hoping to tie it up against the Dodgers.
Hell in a Cell with a man that retires people, ends people's careers with this kind of match. Hard clothesline by ask your referee there. That's by the Triple H to the outside. Not going to see any count outs or disqualifications here. The referee here basically just to count the pinfall or to ring the bell if there's a submission. Let's face it, the referee's here because he's sick, because he's crazy enough to do this. And he has fear, he's fearless.
John Havoc 101, good to see you, man. Is Goldberg going to wrestle at Crown Jewel? I don't know. I don't think so, because if he's going to wrestle anybody, he's going to wrestle Gunther. And unless Gunther drops the belt on Monday, he's wrestling Cody. So it can't be Goldberg and Gunther, so there's really no reason for Goldberg to work at Crown Jewel unless Goldberg shows up on Monday, costs Gunther the title against Sami Zayn, and then it's Gunther and Goldberg in Saudi Arabia, and it's Sami and Cody in Saudi Arabia with maybe Kevin Owens coming to help Sami Zayn win. That would be a crazy turn of events if they went that direction, but... Oh, they're about to break through that cage already. God. Oh. Even with the pad there, just a flat backdrop bump on the floor has got to just suck. I loved my wrestling gym in high school. We had a cool one. Like, I don't know if they're all like this, but ours was like definitely on a, some sort of slightly raised wooden platform, maybe 2.5 inches. So there's just like an ever so slight amount of give, like when you're bumping on the mats, and you could actually kind of take some half-ass pro wrestling bumps. We used to mess around all the time, like in DDT.
I've got to give Foley a little credit. That count that I saw there was elbow into the lateral press, and Triple H run a slide out, and he got his shoulder up. That's making a fast count for Foley whenever the game had his shoulders on the mat.
I wonder if that's the same. It's not, though. It might be. I wonder if that's the same striped referee shirt from WrestleMania 15. It would only be 4 years earlier. Oof. I was a couple of months away from that chair shot was crazy. I was a couple of months away from turning 26 when this pay-per-view aired. Arrogant, uncaring bastards.
This is just Kevin Nash imposing his physical will on the heavyweight champion. And I respect Triple H's toughness. He's beat the best in the business. There's no doubt about that. He's beat Austin. He's beat Rollins.
Man, I'd hate to be a cameraman in here. And back in these days in the Hell in the Cell, you had such little room between the ring and the cell. Where now I think you got much more room to kind of move around, room for the cameramen, production staff and stuff. But here, man, these old days, it was a lot harder. I like how there's randomly footholes in all parts of this cell. I guess when they take it apart, they don't put each panel back in its spot. Fried, died, and laid to the side. Jim Ross, you are just tripping me out. Oh, smart by Triple H holding on to that powerbomb. What are you saying? Yeah, Nash is he's gonna give up. Oh, here's a toolbox. Bash Nash in the head with it. McIntyre fucking hard weight on that. I didn't realize because we saw the cut over his eye. That was clear, or on his forehead. That was a blade, but the spot in the forehead was from the toolbox spot, and he got like 16 staples or something. So it was hard weight, or at least that one was. Ow. He had the gaff on his forehead too, but he was bleeding so hard from the top of the head. It was just crazy. Is that a little mini sledgehammer? A little tiny little guy? Damn. Okay, that's a murder. That is a murder. If somebody as strong as Triple H bludgeoning someone in the head with a hammer, that is murder. Foley pushing Triple H down, standing up to him. I mean, this, the WrestleMania 28 end of an era match was similar with Shawn being the ref, and he got physically involved a lot. It felt more like a triple threat match than a one-on-one match, and this match, I think, is kind of the same. It's a triple threat match with one guy kind of just standing off the side a little bit. That's all it is. And Nash is busted open. Yeah, he took a hammer to the head. 6-1 Padres, thanks for the updates there, Ryan Adams. Steven, I agree. The Taker-Shawn thing was the best kick out in wrestling history. It was. But a close second is what happened 2 years later, or whenever the end of an era match was in the Hell in a Cell, when Shawn superkicked Taker, Triple H pedigreed him, and then Taker kicked out. So that and Shawn's kick out of the Tombstone at WrestleMania 25 might go down as the two best kickouts ever. They're my two favorite. But Shawn kicking out of the Tombstone and Taker making that face. I can't think of too many more that are better than that. Maybe one of them Wrestle Kingdom matches with like Omega and Okada. Probably find an awesome one in there. That's a screwdriver? And that ain't vodka and orange juice. That's like a shoot screwdriver. God damn. Triple H hit him in the face and the head with a hammer. Now he's stabbing him in the head with a screwdriver. Nash is like, I should have stayed in WCW. Well, Foley, what are you bitching about, bro? What do you think this match is? You're going to use weapons. You should know this, Mr. Flaming Tables and Thumbtacks, that you're going to bring out gnarly shit. Like a 2x4 wrapped in barbed wire. That's a Foley special right there. Remember the Royal Rumble 2000? Foley, you're the one that brought this out. You introduced this. Uh-oh. Yeah, pull away, camera, so Triple H can blade. This is definitely where he's doing it. Triple H still mad about the curtain call and that he got all the heat. I think Triple H is more than made up for his little punishment there. Curtain call probably, technically, if you butterfly effect it, was the best thing that ever happened to him. Ooh. Because if he would have won King of the Ring 96 and not gotten punished, his career might have gone in a completely different direction. DX might have never been a thing. Just depends. Oh, no. Nash is... There's some sort of elastic thing that's securing the barbed wire 2x4 into the turnbuckle, into the top turnbuckle, and that's going to be a bump. There's a lot of blood happening here. Jeez. You know, looking back, it would have been cool if Nash would have won the title here. Because then he could have put over Goldberg at SummerSlam and repaid Starrcade, you know? That's what they should have done. Make Kevin Nash a one-month champion. Oh, that way Triple H doesn't have to put him over. Yeah, he snake-eyed him onto that barbed wire. That was awesome. But Nash should have won the title here and then gone into SummerSlam and just faced Goldberg one-on-one and put him over. And be like, hey, my bad about Starrcade. Here you go.
I'll tell you, no, not because it's fair, because he's loving this. Mick Foley is loving what he's seeing right here. That's a kind of warm.
All right, make it 7-1. Padres tacking on some insurance. Good. Good. Holding up a big lazy sign to Nash, who's bloody in a Hell in a Cell match right now. Really? You wouldn't be able to survive in 2003 WWE by being a lazy piece of shit. Not anymore. I think Nash was doing fine. I disagree with that fan. There might have been a time in WCW he might have been accused of being lazy, sure, but he's not here in 2003. Oh! Fucking wooden corn box to the face. You ever got hit in the face with a corn box? Sucks.
He's got something else on his mind. Nash knocked down. Gotta be some more good stuff under that ring. That wooden crate knocked Nash down. Oh boy! Well, there's Triple H's favorite.
Old Faithful.
Old Faithful. We have seen the game use this effectively on many occasions, including against Kevin Nash. This is the reason Foley's in there refereeing. Earl Hebner tasted that.
Foley's like, give me that. Oh. The drop toey on the stairs is always a classic. Those don't often look good, but that looked all right. Nash has got a chair. Foley hasn't even been busted open yet. How does he get busted open? From here, is it like a duck from a chair shot and Foley eats it? Is that what happens? Oh. Damn, he laid out. Oh, there we go. Foley just took one right to the face. God, he got busted open instantly. I feel like that was hard way. Like he was bleeding as soon as the chair hit his face. Oh no, Foley's got Sacco. Mr. Sacco. What is happening? That sock is going to be, that white sock is going to be very pink in a minute. Referee Foley's got the mandible claw on Triple H. Oh. A referee with a crimson mask. That's not a routine occurrence. Watch out, Foley. After all that, after Triple H literally attacks Foley with a chair, is Foley going to count the 3 here for Nash? Come on, Foley. Foley's going to go through a table or something here. Is there a table even out there? Is Nash going to take care of Foley? What is he going to do to Foley here? Oh. Well, they were definitely setting up for something there. Do they get another referee in there? Like, how does Triple H survive this? Oh! Oh, no. Slingshot into the barbed wire turnbuckle. Oh, that's rough. Powerbomb. And that's it. There he is. 1. He kicked out. I feel like that should be the finish. Yeah, props to Foley. A very resilient referee. The most resilient referee in history. Most referees stub their toe. They're out for a year and a half. You called him a bastard. I love fired up Jim Ross.
I think he's right where he wants to be. Mick Foley, his heart is in the WWE. His soul is with his fans. And Mick Foley is
Triple H is making his way to that sledgehammer there. It's just going to amaze me if Triple H hits Nash with a sledgehammer and Foley is going to count the pin after what Triple H just bashed him right in the face on purpose with a chair. You're not mad about that still? Like, why doesn't Foley pick up the sledgehammer and smash Triple H and then have Nash lay on him and count the 3? Why wouldn't Foley do that? Is that going to be it? Foley counting is just odd to me. Like, Triple H hit him with a chair, busted him open. This match has no rules. I would just bust Triple H open with a chair. Well, he's already busted open. I'd bust him open the second time with a chair, flatten him, have Kevin Nash powerbomb him and count a fast count 1, 2, 3 and give the belt to Nash. And here comes Flair. Was Batista not a part of this yet? There's Flair and Orton coming down. Big night for Evolution. Were they Evolution yet? Maybe not yet. It's starting to happen. Evolution. Evolution. One pedigree. After he kicked out of the powerbomb, Foley just gives the belt to Orton while he's sitting down. Here, get out of my face. Take it.
Look at that picture. There you see it. There's the evolution of the WWE right there.
Evolution. I love the gold version of the big gold. You know, the WCW version was more like silver looking. That's the belt I want to get and have it up on the wall. I need to get that. I know I've been saying that for like 10 years. Right on. Well, we knocked out Bad Blood 2003. I'm glad that we watched this one. So we're going to be back at it again tomorrow. My plan is to do a watch along for Raw. However, I'm just going to think about it tonight because there's a chance we might do a review because there's some stuff to talk about. And we didn't do a podcast on Saturday. Raw is just 2 hours. So I might come up and do a review. I'm trying to think about that. So just stay tuned. Either way, you're going to see me tomorrow night. But I appreciate you guys being here this week. I'm also going to post next week's watch along link. I'm going to do one of those Halloween Havocs probably that we haven't done yet, an early 90s one. If those cards for any reason look like shit and I don't want to do those, we'll bust out a No Mercy. And if I can't decide at all, we'll throw up a poll on the YouTube community page. But as always, thank you for being here tonight. Glad we are here again after a 2-week classic watch-along break, and we'll be back at it next Sunday for another one. Enjoy the rest of your night. Enjoy the game. Enjoy the baseball, and we'll see you tomorrow night for Monday Night Raw.